This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win. Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now. From prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
All right, sorry guys. Thanks for that. See, I'm distracted. Tonight was crazy. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, listen, today was a crazy day. You guys better believe I got stuff to say tonight. Listen, KYP, I saw you in there. I love you so much. You're a good friend. We have our disagreements. You're not gonna wanna hang around all night tonight. I'll tell you that. You won't like it. But it's not personal to you. It's just my own convictions are going to come out tonight. There's a lot to talk about. I will definitely cover some market stuff, but I did already cover some of it earlier today, and there wasn't much else news. I got a couple of things I'm going to share on the market, but then it's going to be a lot of talking on Trump stuff tonight. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. If you guys don't want that, that's fine. I'll start with the market stuff first, so the rest of you guys can bail out if you want. And it's too important tonight. We're in a too important place. So like I said, oh, hi honey. Hi. Of course you are. Sorry. My wife's at work. Well, thank you, Matthew. That's very sweet. I think America finally woke up. Amen. Amen. So, listen, I appreciate you saying that, KYP. That's actually very mature of you. It's gross. It's gross. And I know there's going to be things said on both sides that are gross tonight. And, but you guys know how I feel. I have my side in this, and we'll definitely be talking about it. But KYP, you are a queen, just like they said. But listen, you guys, let's see who's in here. Mark Maddox number 1 tonight. Blue 5, Steve Bernard, Rum Dog, Frogro. What's going on, guys? Look at all these good people. Corey Jones with the Chick-fil-A. Vince is in. Chad C, Pat C Show, John Crissom, BM Pro, Northwest, Linda Telly, CJ, Rosie, BM Pro, The One, Henry Perez. Look at all these good people. I won't be able to read off all of you. There's a lot of you in here, but God bless you guys. Thanks for stopping by. There's so much to talk about, but like I said, I'm going to promise. Okay, because tonight's going to be mostly politics. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Let's go to the markets first. Okay, let's go to the markets first and cover that, and then when I go all in politics, I can go all in because everybody can know they're not going to miss anything market wise. All right, let me just do that for you guys. So let's check it out. What did I call, Eric? What did I call? Can you remind me? I've had a good streak the last few months. I want to remember what I called this time. All right, so today was bloody day. It was pretty crazy, especially following yesterday. Asinine. And the Wall Street just glitch today was so nuts. I just can't even, there's no words. There's no words for how corrupt this is. I'm telling you right now, look, I have a 4-year-old computer, all right, that I use right here. I don't have a fancy new computer. I wish I did. I don't. That's not what I run my streams on. But it works fine for now. And it almost never crashes. Are you telling me that the best systems in the entire world are going to crash on the stock market on a relatively low volume day? I just get the flip out of here. It's so crazy. But Dow and S&P were just getting smothered earlier in the day, and they both paused for over an hour. And then even after that, it was kind of weird them coming back. So I think stuff's happening. I think stuff's cracking, and it's they're getting desperate. They're really getting desperate. So Midnight with the 10 memberships. Thank you so much. God bless you. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys for investing in me. BB Vision, Ralph Fan, Ray 2014, Jeffrey Fast, Steve Petchke, Future Millionaire. I like that one. Keith Lanner, Elevated is back. Big Swede, Lou Bones. Love it. And I called the conviction. Oh, yeah. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. So, thanks, KYP. You're awesome. You're so awesome. Thank you. Listen, guys, this is KY. Let's just let KYP and I show you guys how to have disagreements and yet still be humans in this world. I don't hate liberals. I don't hate Democrats. I don't hate establishment Republicans. I don't hate people. I do hate what they do. Okay, I hate how they run our country, and some of the leaders. I want justice, and if sometimes that passion comes out as it feels like hate. But I don't want them tortured. That's hate. Hate means but I hate what's going on in our country. I'll put it that way. So, but this is how we do it. KYP and I, we show you guys how we get along. So, Jersey, listen, don't even get me started on the case right now. If you believe that, you either did not pay attention or you have no idea what you're talking about. So, thanks, Eric B. Appreciate you, man. I hate the deep state too. Yeah, I hate the idea of the deep state. I hate all that. So, but today, listen. So, everything was red with the market except for, and I think this is telling, DJT. Okay, because DJT is I think starting to break, and GameStop, which also I think GameStop's about to have a big upswing here, and I hope it's really going into next week. But if we go after hours, look at it. DJT is just getting crushed after this verdict. And I think that probably will last into tomorrow. There's going to be a big short attack on it. They're going to really attack it right now. But I'm telling you this, I think it's going to flip around real fast. And real fast. GameStop down a little bit, but AMC, everything else is going red like the markets, except for our guy Finger. Finger holding strong after earnings. Had a rough day, but not too bad. I thought it'd be worse today. I mean, look at the market today, just getting smothered. And yet Finger's only down 5 cents. Not bad at all. So this is great for Finger. After hours bouncing back up. I'm telling you, I said this in my earlier live. I have good word that something big's coming in finger real soon. I expect hopefully to hear something next week. And if they hold off longer, I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. But something's been brewing there for a while, and it's supposed to be coming even sooner and sooner. Okay, so let's just pray that breaks, because we all need a win here. And right now, I think the ones with the most momentum are DJT, GameStop, and Finger. And GTII, if you guys want to know what's going on with GTII, go listen to Richard's latest video. It's excellent. He really breaks it down where we're at. And the only thing I'd say about his video is I have a little more faith that it'll turn around sooner than he does. He says about 6 months. I think GTI, the management thing, doesn't even matter if Finger runs. I'll say that. But he's talking strictly from the legal standpoint. If this court battle is seen through, it'll go about 6 months. So GTI, just in the meantime, hang on. And unless it goes bankrupt, guys, we got them still. So to me, I keep looking at it and looking at accumulation zones. My next zone for accumulation, because there's no good news coming out of GTI until management goes. I think once it hits 10, that's when I'm going to be looking to load up again. ZJOL, just right back where it was. GDC, not much going on. So that's kind of where we're at. With that. I do have a couple stories, though, I wanted to show, too. So financial stress has not been this low since. Again, we're getting another indicator. May 07. All right, and you can see this graph right here. And you can just see how low we are. All right. How this is dipping down to this trend line right here, almost hitting the -1. And last time we were this low is May 07, right before the Great Recession. So that's happening. Currently, U.S. housing just hit the most expensive in U.S. history. So there you go. The housing market is getting more expensive because of rates, not just because of prices. It's both combined. You put this together. Meanwhile, in many places like Austin, Texas, which was the fastest growing place in America for about 2 or 3 years, prices are down as low as 27%. So this trend is going up, but the big places are starting to go down. It's only a matter of time till there's a big crash here, and I'm paying attention to that. And then finally, Zero Hedge put out this story. Won't be a shock to see another bank fail soon, which I think that's coming around the corner. If this market continues to stay red, and there's a lot of people who believe, I mean, look at the pre-market right now is not nearly as bad as last night, but it is all red. We'll see if this holds, but there's a lot of people who think that after this verdict, we could see some major selling off tomorrow. So who knows? But this... She can stay for a few minutes. Thanks. All right. My daughter is refusing to leave my side, so she's going to be right here. Very quiet. But anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a sell-off. But on the flip side, this market is crazy. So if it just goes back to normal, like everything's fine, then we'll see. But PCE does drop tomorrow. So if PCE comes in hot, the weakness the market's shown this week, it could be very bad. So that could really accelerate things. So that's kind of where we're at in the markets, guys. I'm sorry.
His mom comes.
Sorry, guys. Anyways, so going on from here, we're going to I gotta get into the stuff going on today. So God bless you guys. If you don't want to be here, if you only came for the market stuff, I really don't have much else to say. But I got lots of political talk tonight, so that I'm giving you guys the heads up right now. It's spoiler warning. We're gonna go deep diving into what just happened today, because I do think it was one of the most important days in history. Honestly, I really do. I think this is going to be a day that we look back upon for years and years and years. So just heads up on that. I'm going to go through that. I got a lot to share. So, all right. So let me catch up on some comments, and then we're going to get moving. Let's see here. Cheer up. I'm not depressed. I'm fired up. Vince, I'm a better person than you. I don't know about that. I grew up in California, man. I grew up, all my friends, well, not all of them, about half of them were liberals. And, I just learned how to get along with people I disagree with. Most of them aren't bad people. They're just, in my opinion, uninformed, or they were raised to think a certain way. Brett, people need to realize it's not what side of the fence you are. If you can run Trump through the mud on unsubstantiated and ludicrous expired laws, watch out. That's exactly right. Exactly right. He was indicted on what would have been, in most cases in New York, never tried. And on top of that, a lot of the stuff that they turned into a felony were actually misdemeanors previously in New York. So it's a total political witch hunt. They would have had a much stronger case if they were able to get him on some of the election stuff, or at least like a real felony. But this is just nuts. So Ruth, Garrick, DiMaggio, Manuel, Costanza, Gatti, MLK, Rosa Parks. Oh my God. Jersey, all this outcome does is put people more strongly in their corners, whether left or right. I disagree with that. There's actually a lot of middle people who are coming over to the Trump side now. And I'm going to show you guys some stuff. But it is going to get crazier the rest of the year. I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. DB, I showed a tweet showing Finger went from 23 to 35 millions of revenue year over year, while the real numbers are, well, I was sharing that. I don't think that's completely true. There was a 23 to 35 move up, but I think it depends on how you, what month you start in. Fingers announcing a manufacturing contract, making phones. That's terrible. Wu-Tang will be the GameStop Black Swan event in 3 weeks. Wu-Tang, huh? Almost a 2,000 point variation on the down in less than 2 weeks. Numbers are fake. I agree totally. If I came online with different posters on my wall, what posters do you want me to put up, Eric? America didn't die today, but America has been put on notice. That's for sure. The America we knew and love is put on notice. Thank you, Barbara. She is very cute. Oh, Trump can still run. Absolutely. In America, you can win from prison. You can definitely win from prison. So today was humiliating. I agree, Charlie. Donna, I wasn't surprised. I had hopes that it wouldn't happen, but it, the truth is that I actually think it's going to give him more votes for sure. This is going to be a celebratory day for Democrats, establishment Republicans, liberals. But look Megyn Kelly, all people, like, she's as centrist as it comes. She got into it with Trump many times. I mean, the famous Rosie O'Donnell debate was Megyn Kelly. Not a huge fan, and like she's like, the country is disgraced. Elvin Bragg should be disbarred. She's a former lawyer. Even Megyn Kelly knows this is outrageous. They'll rue the day they unleash this lawfare to corrupt a presidential election. 100%. This is going to come back and bite them like you've never seen before. I think Trump is going to win I think he's going to gain anywhere from 3 to 5% of the vote from this. He's going to bring out people who wouldn't have voted otherwise, people who were turned off by Trump and Biden are now going to say, F you, we're coming back out. We're coming back out because we don't even like Trump, but this is not the country we want. And so they're going to be, it's going to fire up people. They awaken a sleeping beast. I saw somebody equate it to when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor and they said, we've awakened the sleeping giant. This is exactly what happened today. Exactly what happened today. It's, they have no idea what they woke up today. I mean, I could feel it in myself. Like I was ready, like I was going to vote. I was going to keep talking. But this fired me up. Now I'm going to fight to make this happen. So you can't charge someone on a federal charge in state court. Great point, Stephen. Felony gum chewing in a gum freeze. Trump will fail Americans. Oh, you better believe this is going to come back on them. They poked the bear. Look at this. You want to talk about money coming in? Let me show you. I've lost his share, so hold on. I got to find the right one. Yeah, so the donation page for the Trump campaign crashed because so many people were donating tonight. So many people donated tonight, it crashed. I mean, how hard do you think you have to donate to crash a campaign page? It's crazy. Scott Adams donating to Trump, used to be a liberal, voted for Obama. I mean, these people are waking up back left and right. Ace, in the future, there'll be movies about this. I agree, Squire. I disagree, Danny. I think this will help DJT. I think DJT at first will be attacked by the shorts because of this. And then I think people are going to buy in like crazy and more support. Look at this. His donation page crashed. You don't think MAGA people are going to buy FU shares of DJT? Come on. Think about it. We go from here. We need a whole new government with term limits. We don't need a whole new government. We just need the current government we have to be reset back to scratch. Our Constitution is fine. It's what we've done to it. That's a problem. De Niro. Expected some counts on Trump to be guilty. No, 34, and they deliberated it, and we're done with it in a day and a half. That's completely rigged. There's just no way. There's no way. Think GTI management should go because they're too old. Imagine what I think about Biden running the USA. Right? He's not running the USA. He's being told what to do. You guys know that. Oh, we're going to have an election because these idiots are going. They think they got this under control now. Trust me, watch. And I also, hear me on this, because they got the guilty verdict on Trump, I think they keep Biden in. I don't think they're going to mess with that anymore. They think this is going to be the thing that pushes them over the edge. And watch, in the polls, you're going to see some polls are going to surge for Trump, but others will surge Biden. And what they're going to do is they're going to use those polls to say Biden's now surging because Trump's conviction. And they're going to use those to try to discourage everybody. You watch. I'm telling you right now it's going to happen. The election will determine the fate. I agree. Yeah. We're on life support. Protest with our money by buying DJT. You know I am. Con guy like Trump. Perverso, you can leave. You obviously don't belong on this channel. Goodbye. If you're gonna have a disagreement with me, that's fine. Just don't come in talking like an idiot and just use talking points. I know you guys think I know like economics. I know talking points politically better than anything. And you're gonna throw talking points at me, you're done. You donated for the first time ever today, Powers. Wow, that's amazing. You read Elon was rallying billionaires to go against Biden? I believe it. Democrats now voting for Trump. You think so, Aaron? I haven't seen any of those yet, but I believe it could come. Yeah, Corey, I like those numbers. DJT fired up. He's got his thing at 11 a.m. tomorrow. You better believe I'm watching. Sideshow, you really had hopes at least one juror would have the decency. I think so, too. I think they were threatened. I would not be surprised if there were threats, even from with other jurors. I would not be surprised if there were bribes. I mean, look at this. I mean, you guys think this is fair? I mean, Judge Merchan's daughter got $10 million from Biden and Kamala during 2020 campaigns. You don't think they haven't been getting more since that? I mean, these guys are bought and owned by the Democrats. This is the judge's daughter, and he's allowed to preside over this. It's as fake as anything's ever been. Jurors will hide their faces in shame. Over time, they will. I believe that. No more career politicians. I agree with that. Northwest, to my remind when the Pharisees charged Jesus to ultimate death, false charges. Jesus knew. Yeah. I don't like the comparisons of Trump to Jesus, but I know what you mean. I don't like it because it's used as one of the main ways to turn people off to Trump. And so but I'm not disagreeing, but I don't like to use those. Yeah, I hope DJT opens up. I mean, that'd be great. They want to start a war with Russia. Yeah, you know what Biden did? The minute the verdict was being announced, right as the verdict was being announced, Biden announced that U.S. weapons could be used in Ukraine. See this? He announced this right as the verdict was being read. So you think distraction much? Yeah. Arrest Ken Griffin. I hope so. Yeah. It is a battle against the establishment. I agree with that, Drew. No, I think overall this is going to be very bullish for us. Very bullish for the MAGA movement, for the Trump movement, everything. It's definitely going to help stuff. Democrats and short sellers slander stocks are the same. Yeah. How we had term limits to the ballots. You can't for federal. You can't. It has to be a federally passed law because it's. I believe it would have to be a constitutional amendment. So that means 66% of the states would have to vote against it or vote for it, which I believe that you could get that. There's enough red states, but it also has to be passed through the Senate, I believe. Nick's voting for Trump, not Republican or Democrat. I hear you. Tulsi Gabbard will become the No, Tulsi Gabbard's out of the Democratic Party. She doesn't want anything to do with them. She's already endorsed Trump. Allende, you're an independent, don't like Republicans or Democrats. They're puppets. Trump verdict was a joke. Real problem we have is the Fed. Yeah, Allende, listen, I don't disagree with you. I'm not saying it's the only real problem we have, but it is a real problem. And listen, you don't have to like Republicans or Democrats. I agree with you too. I don't like 90% of Republicans. I don't like any Democrats. But if you want everything ever done with the Fed, if you want any chance of any of that ever being done, you have to vote for Trump in this election. Powers, I got you looking at TJT real hard. Just wait and see what it does. Because like I said, it might be a short attack tomorrow. But adult film star Brandy Love going off on Stormy Daniels. Oh my God. That's the porn star fights. That's not what I'm in here for. Scar, you donated to Trump. We'll do so again. If any stock squeezes before election day, donate more. I love it. Okay, I know. Listen, Northwest, I know you're not comparing the two. That's not what I'm saying. I know you're not. You're too smart for that. I'm just saying when people bring up that comparison for anything, it seems to be just hurt stuff. So you're welcome, Barbara. Yeah. I didn't see LPA. Sorry, I missed that one. Let me go through some of these tweets because I just think there's a lot of interesting stuff going on Twitter, and I picked out just some highlights. So Buzz Patterson put this: Democrats broke the seal. Your next Clinton, Obama, Biden payback sucks. He tweeted this after I tweeted something similar. This is very true. Now there is no longer, we've had for almost 250 years, we've had a tradition where presidents who run the Justice Department do not go after former presidents. It's been some forever. We just don't do it. Now that's over. Trump has now been attacked and found guilty in court of law, and we can tie it all to the Biden administration. We can tie it all to politics. So that seal is broken, and so now we can go after Clinton for, we can go after Hillary for the Ukraine one deal. We can go after, selling secrets to China. They did that. Obama did that. We can go after him for the Iran deal, all the other stuff they did in the back rooms. We can go after Biden for selling us out to Ukraine and China as well. There's and so much more. This is all over. There's no more protection, and they know it. They know it. Why do you think they're so afraid? They already thought Trump would do this beforehand, but these morons, they pushed the deal, and so now they guaranteed it's coming. I guarantee you there's going to be stuff happening to these guys afterwards. They might let Biden off just because his brain's gone. He might get off on insanity, but I'm guaranteeing you there's going to be stuff coming out on these guys. Absolutely. You better believe it. Again, the precedent's been set. We're going to see Shifty Schiff go away. I mean, there's so many. Fauci. I mean, there's so many. Biden will be swapped. I don't think they're going to swap him out. I just don't. I think they're in too deep. I've been saying that for a while. A lot of people believe that's going to happen. I'm in the minority on that one. I don't think it's going to. Don Jr. was on Rumble. You bought a Super Trump and said, or Super Chat and said, support Trump by DJT. I love that. Pending cases, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, but those will all be after the election. GTI to 1,500 finger to 2,500. I love it. Thank you, Fro Girl. Yeah, please like, subscribe. Even though I'm way off base tonight, my usual talk, but we have to talk Trump tonight. It's nothing else feels like it matters today. Because, I mean, listen, I want us all to make money. I want us all to make millions and millions and millions of dollars and be set for life. You guys know that. I've been talking to you guys for almost 2 years now. I love you guys. I want everybody to succeed. If we all become filthy rich, not much of it matters if we lose our country. I'm just telling you right now. We'll all regret anything we did that didn't help us get our country back. Because if you're rich and we lose America, I mean, there's not many other places in the world you can go and be all right. You're talking more taxes. Your money won't go as far. Less investment opportunities for keeping that wealth alive long term. Who knows? They could take. It gets very dark if America falls. Stephen, from a reliable source, the election will be delayed. Well, it's a little early for that, but I'm not saying it can't be. I don't think it will be, but let's see what happens. But I do know a lot of people believe that, Stephen. Thank you, Barbara. Taking money for China is no longer off limits. Before the Clintons go after Gore. Well, Gore listen, I don't like Gore at all. And I know he's a crook as well. But he has not been nearly as bad for the country as the Clintons. I mean, just think about what they've done with Haiti. I mean, it's like the Clintons have done so much. They've trafficked so many children from there. Oh, sorry, Mike. That sucks, man. I heard, I've been hearing lots of people not getting my notifications lately. I think I'm in a shadow ban again. I really do. I think I had a little surge during GameStop when it ran. I got me a little surge, and I don't think they liked what I was talking about, so they knocked my channel back down. So it is what it is. A lot of politicians leave the country after election. Watch. You know what? Great. Hope they are. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going here, Corey. Tonight, I'm a little unhinged tonight. GameStop run to 1,002. I believe it. Yeah. Treason list longer. Again, it is very long. I'm sure it's much longer than we believe or know. Charlie, appellate courts have no choice. Reverse this because Pandora's box been open. They're going to try to hold on, not reverse it till after the election. Yes, the appeals will overturn it. I feel very confident in that, but it will take a long time. 500,000 unsealed indictments. Yeah, right. Trump won the chess game. Maybe. I mean, I definitely think he just won the election. I already thought he was going to win. I think he just sealed a major landslide. Lots of stocks get MOAS once Trump wins. I hope so. Whole lawfare smells like Obama. You better believe he's part of it. Hard to be rich when your money's worth less than the Vietnamese dong. Yeah, I always laugh when it says dong. Susan, you can't believe they found him guilty and justice makes. I know. Well, it was a total fraud trial. It was from the beginning. They decide to go after him from the beginning and make it happen. So Mexico's deporting undocumented Americans. Hey, Hillary, if you're watching, where's the money for Haiti? Feeling down because of verdict. If lawyers want stupid people in the jury, yeah. Don't feel down, Rum Dog. Get angry. And I mean good angry, like the kind of angry that makes you passionate, that makes you want to fight and do good things. That's what we need. Listen, this is not victim time. We got an election to win. We got 5 months. 5 months to save our country. That's it. If I'm telling you guys, it's 5 months. And I mean, I have always hope. Even if Biden wins, it'll be destructive. It'll be discouraging. I'll be depressed. But I'll pick myself up. I don't know how long it'll take. It might take weeks, months, years. But I'll pick myself up and I'll fight again to get things back on track. It'll take much longer if Trump doesn't come back. It could take 5, 10, 15, 25 years to get our country back on track if that happens. But there's always hope. But Trump is our best hope right now. I am Shadow Band, says Powers. You had to look for me. Okay. Powers, by the way, I don't think I've ever seen you before. So if you were looking for me, that's awesome. I appreciate you finding me. Nick, you hope Trump does something for Haiti after Clinton family stuff. I mean, I agree, but we got to fix us here too first. Did we ever see Obama's birth certificate? I mean, it depends on if you believe it's a real one or not. Mortal, it's crazy how stock market manipulated. Finger got so much good stuff. Still at 3, but yeah, that's so true. Gabriel, if Trump doesn't win, I don't see how we get our country by peaceful means. I know. We don't want that. We don't want violence. We don't want violence. But if revolution is our only option afterwards, then, we'll see what happens. Midnight with 10 more memberships. Thank you so much. That is a sweet deal for me. Susan's back in. Jersey Cyclers and Matthew Parker, welcome back. James Lee, Connie, Barry, Mark Maddox, EST, Hayes, Hazelgrove. Love it. Welcome in, guys. R. Cole's in too. I love it. Ronnie, now he knows who the bad actors are. Go after them. Oh, yeah. He's done for a bit, I believe. Alan Dershowitz feels there's less than a 5% chance of it being overturned. Less than a 5% chance? So he doesn't think it'll be overturned? I highly doubt that. That's not what I've been hearing from other lawyers. Your grandparents left Argentina? Trento has the same office address as GTI? What? Where'd you see that? Is that on Twitter? Let me look that up. Yeah, where are you getting that? I'm not seeing that at all. That's interesting. Screenshots on X? Okay. Did you just tag me? Or are you, Tim, are you Billy Ray on? No, you're not. I don't see where it is, bud. Weird. Huh. Can we hide out in Puerto Rico? I mean, Puerto Rico is still an American colony, so they can get you there. Life's too short to put your hopes in elections. No, listen, I'm not putting a hope in an election. I'm putting my hope in God, and I believe God has given us Donald Trump to change our country. So that's where my hope is. And I'm not saying I just told you it's not my only hope, but I do believe it's our current best hope. So, Tom, they were waiting for this. Now they got their headlines. They'll ramp up the war. Oh, they're going to try. Flipping YouTube the bird. Shadow Bammy, that's awesome. Thank you. They opened Pandora's box. Oh, you know it. We're doing all right, Avalon. Van Man, New York State Court of Appeals, far left, wouldn't mind Trump being forced to go to the Supreme Court. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Eventually it'll be done. What do I think Fingers price should be without a squeeze only on fundamentals? Oh, right now, I think with the speculation of where it could go, I think Fingers should easily be trading from $25 to $40, somewhere in there. Muskoka to Pines. I still can't see what you sent me, man. I don't see me. I'm not tagged. Anything. So, yeah, I just don't see it. Someone liked my comment. You guys are so stupid. What? Is that mine comment? Where did I say that? I don't remember. I don't remember. I tweet a lot. Look at Pierce Morgan. No Republican. Certainly not MAGA. He's pretty much a center leftist. Even he says, it's a sad, shameful, ridiculous day for America. Drag a former president running for president again through criminal courts over something so trivial, key word, feels massive overreach, incredibly divisive, obviously political partisan action. There you go. Just more and more. Everybody sees it. Northwest, divine interventions, your faith concerning this time in history, God's in charge, absolutely. Trump isn't a messiah. I don't believe he's a messiah, Jersey. I never said that. In fact, if you were here earlier, I said I don't like the comparisons of Jesus. But is he a great leader? Yes. Is he the leader that can get us through this time? Yes. If you study history, Jersey, great leaders change countries all the time. It's all the time when they get the people behind them. Trump has that power, and it's obvious. And so you can talk down on Trump all you want. You can say, I don't think that's fine. I don't care. You're wrong. But I don't believe he's a messiah. But don't throw those placations after me. No, most people do not believe he's a messiah. That is a stupid talking point thrown around to make people who support Trump look stupid. I know tons of people who support Trump. Okay, I've been in the MAGA movement since the beginning, since before it was cool. And guess what? I've never met a single person who believes he's a messiah. So don't throw that stupid nonsense around in my chat, please. Thank you. Men like been like Oprah. You get a membership. Don't compare to Oprah. That's mean. Next 5 months are going to be the craziest, maybe of our lifetimes. Yeah, I agree, Corey. C12, why were so many people mad when Trump brought out stimmy checks? I don't know. I thought it was great that we're getting our money back from the government. You already want to like that, Matthew. Please laugh talking nothing beats a root beer float. Mike, that's a perfect comment from you. You are so right. They are amazing. If the Kramers can manipulate the legal system, Trump can get this over. I agree. Yeah. Trump is William Wallace. I like that comparison. My comment was, how stupid are you guys? Kay Gwen liked it. I don't remember who I said that to. Oh, I said that to the libertarians who are touting up their moron candidate, Chase Daniel, or whatever his name is. The guy is like, he's barely a libertarian. He's like a far leftist. That the guy I just cannot even... But I was calling the libertarians that support him stupid. It's like they're betraying themselves. Made a comment with screenshots on my post 22 hours ago. Oh, 22 hours ago. So I got to go back. Let me go back. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's see here. Maybe, because that was only 3 hours ago. What post was it? Do you remember what post it was? It'll be faster to go this way. Find the right post. All right, we're at 12 hours. Is it this post right here? No. You have to tell me what post it is. I'm close. Or you can just tag me again. That'd be great. Good man won't be able to do this. Right man will. Absolutely. Listen, I don't think the part of the problem I have with a lot of people, but especially in my like Republicans who aren't like voting for Trump, and in particular Christians that I know that are not wanting to vote and stuff because he's not clean enough. He's too mean. I don't like that he's got his third wife. Listen, I don't like any of that stuff either. I don't care. The man's fighting for me. He's fighting for my future, my kids' future. He's the only one doing it. I didn't want to put another person up there who looks great and then just betrays us the whole time or makes excuses the whole time. Trump never made an excuse for me, and that's why I'm always going to support him until he's gone. Aaron, you're voting for a convicted felon who for 72 years did not commit one crime, misdemeanor, or felony. All of a sudden, it's 34 charges. Yeah, right? Bray, you got to love it. They convict him on fake charges. They still can't get DJ T off the reg show. That's crazy. They drew first blood. I like that. Yeah, that's true. KYP, the Bible says, trust no man. Can you give me that verse? So I don't remember a verse where it says trust no man. I do know it, I don't put your hope in man, but that's different than trusting. I do believe we're called to trust people. I hope Trump fires King Griffin like he promised. I agree, yeah. Democrats will try to pass a bill that felons can't be president. Oh yeah, they're already trying. But here's the deal. That can be overturned by the Supreme Court because that has to be in the Constitution. The Constitution lays out the requirements to be president, and being a felon is not in that Constitution. And you know why? Because the Founding Fathers were brilliant. They knew that in political tyranny, people can be prisoners or felons who actually are good men, and they are only felons for fighting against tyranny. A great example, a recent modern-day example is Nelson Mandela. There you go. I mean, if they do that, they're robbing us of the chance to have a Nelson Mandela type. Okay, in my opinion, and I know a lot of people won't agree with this, I believe Trump is like that, and that's fine. I don't need to hear you go, oh, don't say that. He's not Nelson Mandela. That's fine. I don't care. That's my opinion. But the point is without the ability to become a leader, if you were previously, a felon, convicted, whatever, they take away the chance. Tyranny all of a sudden can indict and go after anybody and negate them from being able to run for president. That's wrong, and that's why the founding fathers didn't put that in the Constitution. So that would get struck down by the Supreme Court. Trust corn pop. And Eric's right, KYP. God always uses man to fulfill his purposes. That's 100% true. That is true throughout the entirety of history. David, Solomon, Moses, Abraham, Paul, Peter, all men who did great things because God was with them. Cyrus. There's so many people who did, it's always man who accomplishes God's purposes. So sometimes you have to trust man sometimes. Okay, I'll check your post there in a second. 200 to 300 million in war chests and couple times. Wow. Oh, KYP, I know. Listen. But you know what? I'm also an ordained minister's Bible daughter. Or son. Not a daughter. I'm not that. I don't swing that way. But I'm also that. I grew up. My dad was a master theologian. I grew up under that. And been in my whole life. And I'm also a master theologian. I study it myself, study Greek, Hebrew. So listen, you and I are the same thing. Okay. Jeremiah 17:5. Always got to look at it in context. Okay. Sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron, point of diamond on the tablet of your hearts, the horns of your altars. Sin of Judah. While their children remember altars and wooden images by green trees, O my mountain on the field, will give you plunder, all your wealth, all your treasures, your high places of sin within your borders, and you, even yourself, shall go with the heritage which I gave you, cause you to serve your enemies. So this is when they are sent to Babylon. Cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his strength, whose heart departs from the Lord. So there's full context there. Okay. So you're only taking this part, which you're not taking the whole context. Okay. The whole context is, and makes flesh his strength, whose heart departs from the Lord. So if your heart has departed from the Lord and you're trusting only in man, yes, that curses you. But that doesn't apply to most of us. I always trust the Lord first. Does mean they'll take away his guns next? Oh, yeah. In New York, he probably doesn't even have them. Another PK, lots of PKs. I love studying this stuff, KYP. Yeah. Yes, better to trust in the Lord. I agree. Listen, I'm not saying you ever lift a man over God. And that you and I will 100% agree on. But it doesn't mean that God doesn't sometimes give us men or women to trust in as leaders. We have to trust. Without trust, we never go anywhere. Like, what if I didn't trust my wife? We want to have a relationship. We have to have trust in people. Check this out. Independent, voting for Trump, never vote for him before either. Seeing lots of this. I told you, this is waking people up. People who would not have voted otherwise are now going to come out in droves because of this. Already shared that. This guy is not a MAGA Republican, Joel Pollack. He's very critical of Trump. Election's now over. There's no scenario in which Biden can win and have the results seen as legitimate. That is a huge statement and one I fully agree with. This is you could say, depending on where you stand on the aisle, this is the worst thing that's going to come out of this trial for the left. And that is that because of what just happened, because it wasn't a fair fight, because they chose to go this route and not just face him straight up in the election, no one who votes for Trump in this election, if Biden wins or let me say this, if he successfully steals this election, there is no one who will believe it. It's not going to be 2020 where there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know, maybe not. No one is going to believe it because of this. They ruined any chance they had of getting away with it. They ruined it. That is 100% true. I guarantee it. This guy, like I said, this guy's used to be you could almost call him Never Trump. And even he says that. So it says either Trump will prevail by sheer force of popular will, or we will be ruled by a tyrannical regime. That's 100% true. If you want freedom back in your life, love Trump, hate him, whatever. He's the only chance, because the Biden regime has just proven that they will just wipe away freedoms. They don't care. They've wiped away every chance for this to be a free country if they're in charge. KYP, you still got your gun? I love that. Yeah, look at you. You fire. You're like a libertarian. If the stock market crashes, all stocks go down. How does that work? What do you mean, Diaz? I think short squeeze stocks will go up. And there's I did a whole video on that with ChatGPT going through my argument. And, even ChatGPT was like, yes, when stocks are highly shorted like this and the shorts are trapped, a crashing market will cause short squeezes. So by trusting what God's doing through Trump, you are trusting God. And that's what I feel like too. Those in the desert did not trust in what God did through Moses, were accused of rebelling against God. Yeah. And I'm not Old Testament, so I don't think it's that. I think there's a lot of people who don't trust Trump for a lot of reasons, and not necessarily rebellious. But I think I agree on the right track. Yeah. What's up, Jack? BS Chaw, I know. David, if you think truckers were pissed before, given with women and all that money, wait to see what happens now. Plus, developers will not want to do business there. New York City is done. Good night, KYP. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for being brave. The world does need love. I agree with you. But the world also needs fighters who fight for the future. My kids need love, and a form of love for them is fighting for the country to be right, But you're right. We have to make sure we do it the right way. I agree with you, KYP, and that's why you're awesome. I wanted to show you guys. You talked about developers leaving. Check this out. Grant Cardone, billionaire. I will never do business in New York City again as a result of this. That's today. He's out. So it's already happening, David. You're right. Brett, Tyrone Biggums, remember what the Bible says? He who's without sin cast the first rock, and I shall smoke it. Oh, God. So bad. Dog, you weren't MAGA until after I saw what they did to Flynn. It was game on after that point. See, that's the thing about the MAGA movement. It started, let me say how it started. MAGA started as mostly ticked off Republicans who felt like we didn't have anybody on our side anymore. And we're just dismayed that's what it started as. And then it grew to also be the people who were like, oh, snap. We might have somebody we can vote for that's different. So that's how MAGA started, and small. And Trump won the first election, I'd say, with 60% MAGA and 40% Republicans who just wanted to vote for the Republican. And then the whole Never Trump thing was born. But MAGA keeps growing. And the reason MAGA keeps growing is because it keeps pulling in more and more people who are sick of the establishment and sick of what our country's become the last 50, 60, 70 years. They are fed up and they want change. They want to tear down the institution and restart it. And that's what MAGA is all about. And that's why it keeps growing. And we're pulling in independents. We're pulling in people who never voted before. We're turning the conservative Republicans finally found a champion, which is myself. All that is happening. And listen, Trump has changed my mind on a lot of things. I've actually changed as a voter since Trump came in, because Trump showed me. I used to be a Bush Republican who believed we needed to be at war to keep people away from us. Trump changed my mind on that. He proved me wrong. Trump showed me that there's been a couple other smaller things as well. But that was the big one, the war thing. I'm now very anti-war unless we need to be at it for defense. But I don't believe in proactive war anymore. Dustin, hate it happened, but I think it pushed Trump into a landslide presidential win. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I definitely think you're right. Let me see another one. This just made me laugh. The Hodge twins. They don't care if he says the word 50 times. I'll go on quick from that one, though, before I get... Look at this one. This guy has 11,000 followers. Through 2 primaries and 2 general elections, I've never voted for Trump. I would crawl over a broken glass to vote for him now. This just keeps happening. This keeps happening. So you bought your ticket to Petra 50th anniversary. Oh my God, Petra's still singing. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Porn stars calls going off. Stormy Daniels messed many sex workers away from. Oh my God, are you serious? C12. That is not a conversation I want to hear, but that is wild. Stories of city's Democratic Party. Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Van, when Trump gets in, will it be more satisfying having unlawful Dems facing charges or rhinos getting exposed and exiled? Well, both, in my opinion, are equal, because I want the Republican side fully purged and I want the Democrat Party destroyed. So yeah, I want both. Eric B, you weren't MAGA till you came out of the wound. That's funny. Barbara, good night. You're welcome. Have a blessed night. Thank you. David, can't wait to see how the debate goes. If Biden attacks Trump about this, Trump will show him no mercy. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what they... So the other thing that's crazy is they set his sentencing for July 11th, which is only 4 days before the Republican National Convention. That is such election interference. It's unbelievable. So the question is, will they send him to prison? Will he be on bail until appeal, which is probably most likely? Or will they sentence him to like house arrest so he can't leave and campaign? And he's stuck in Trump Tower or something. Who knows? But if any of those happen, then this will be the only debate we get, which would be crazy. So we need Q to make a comeback. I love watching Hodge. Turns out your X account only allows people to follow me to see your posts. Well, are you Tim Sturgeon on... Is that your... Is that who you are? You just have to tell me your handle. I'll find you. What's up, Thomas Dubois? Find yourself loving to watch this guy in the Great Niners hat? Oh, well, thank you, Northwest. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for being one of the loyal viewers. Knobs off? I don't even know what knobs off. Knobs is. Who are the Hodge twins? They're just a couple of guys, black guys who are conservative commentators. One share of DJT equals 100% support for Trump. I love that. And it could be the double whammy win of winning the election, getting your country back, and getting a short squeeze. So there you go. Scott Adams. Now, Scott Adams, I love. He, two-time Obama voter, very centrist, mostly liberal. He started liking Trump in 2016 because he hated Hillary so much and just enjoyed Trump's bombastic style. So he started becoming kind of a Trump guy. In 2020, he was kind of 50-50. And then in the last year and a half, he has gone full on MAGA because of the craziness from the Democratic side. And he tweeted this: "Don't ask me to stand for the American flag until we get the country back. The moment means nothing for me." Somebody like this who gets this intense, that's telling you where we're going. Again, just so many tweets like this tonight. I love Tucker said, "Import the third world, become the third world." So what we just saw, this won't stop Trump. He'll win the election if he's not killed first. They're going to try. But it's not going to happen. It does mark the end of the fairest justice system in the world. Anyone who defends this verdict is a danger to you and your family. I mean, I couldn't not agree with Tucker more. Tucker, I think, is one of the smartest men alive today. Very insightful, excellent commentator, excellent interviewer, and just I could not agree with this more. He's so on top of it. Oh, NVOS is up. Finally. Wow. Good night, Linda. God bless you. Thanks for coming by. Matthew, Hedge twins are awesome. They're hilarious. They are. They're very funny. Pleasure's all mine, Northwest. Thank you. Jesse loves the Hodge twins too. Yeah, they're good, man. Brett, still don't get how they're going to prepare Biden for a debate with Trump. Like trying to get Whoopi Goldberg right for a beauty. Oh, man, you went there. That's amazing. That's so funny. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say. That's very true. You know what they're going to do, Brett? And Trump already called for a drug test, as he should. They won't give it to him. But they're going to hop Biden up on all the drugs, just like the State of the Union address. So he'll be all fiery. And it'll take, 2 months off of its life. But they don't care, because all they need to do is get through November. And, he's going to show up. He's going to be like, I'm all high on Mountain Dew. So that's how it's going down. Steven Crowder was childhood. He was the brain on Arthur. What? That's funny. Yeah, Eric. Scott Adams is a Dilbert guy. Yep. He's a great follow. So anyways, it all feels like a setup in your opinion. Your leaders are a joke. But if stand a chance, it would be with Trump. Yeah, you think this is a setup. See, I disagree with you. And now I think that Trump and everybody knew this would happen at some point. They knew that they weren't going to stop. Now, this is what's interesting. Okay, let's analyze this from a perspective of how this affects things. This, out of all the cases, this was the best one for Trump to get for Trump to be found guilty on. And the reason is this: it's the most ridiculous case. It's the most obviously untrue one, especially if you followed the trial at all. It's a complete sham. And so this is, if Trump was going to be found guilty in any of these trials, this was the best one. It was the best one because even bimbos watching this could be like, oh, this doesn't seem right. Like, this is the one that's so obvious. There's no case for them to back it up. Now, like Trump derangement syndrome, whatever you want to call it, they are so focused on the fact they got to win here in this guilty verdict. They are going to celebrate now for weeks. And what you're going to hear nonstop is convicted felon Donald Trump. They're going to put that in front of every single time they talk about him everywhere because they're going to try to hammer it home, and it's going to backfire on them because these people are stupid. They're clever, but they're stupid. And what they just had is their cleverness got the best of them. They fought and fought and fought, and they dug their heels in so deep to do this that they did not think of the consequences on the rebound. And the rebound is this: not only is Trump's supporters more dug in than ever before, and they're fired up. If we were getting a little comfortable before because his lead in the polls and things were going fairly decent, that's all gone. Not one person has changed their vote off of Trump after this. Not one. But what has happened is the voters are already here. Now we're fired up to fight back. And on top of that, you just got a bunch of people in the middle going to fully support him. And so they just turned him into a martyr, which is the worst thing you can do when you've got a super popular, in my opinion, the polls are low. The polls are having him poll right now at like 51, 52%. I believe he's at 57 to 62%, somewhere in that range. Maybe 65% of the country is supporting him, at least in comparison to Biden. And that's just what I believe. And, we'll leave it at that. But the point is it's obviously the majority of adults in America. And you just kicked that bear. You just kicked them when this is not us voting for George Bush. This is not us voting for John McCain with our noses closed, like, oh God, here goes the Mitt Romney vote. Like, that is not what this is. This is our guy. And they just did this to him. They are so stupid. They literally, and like I showed on that Joe Pollock post, they literally just made it where they cannot win. They can't. Because even if they win now, nobody believes it. Nobody with half a brain cell believes it anymore. And so they just ruined everything for themselves. And so let them have their time where they're running around, where they're all excited. Let them have their little short-lived celebration, because it is going to bite them in the ass like you won't believe. And if anything, this is going to lead to a bigger win for all of us, which also means a bigger win means more Senate seats, more House of Representative seats. It means wave election, and wait till you see what happens on the state level. Wait till you see what happens on the state levels. The states that are going to flip red in their Congresses and governorships, watch out. And this is going to create a wave. And not only that, though, it's going to create a wave of people who are ready to wreck shop once they're in power, because the people are going to demand it. The people are going to demand change. And Trump is the guy who will get it to happen. The MAGA move is the one that gets it to happen. You think a lot of governors and a lot of laws got changed after COVID? Just wait. Just wait. We've seen nothing like what's going to happen after January of next year. This is going to lead to the biggest FU of any party ruling a country in America that you've ever seen. Things will change faster in America than you've ever seen before after this because of what they did. They are going to cut so many regulations. They're going to change so many laws. They are not going to care anymore because the Democrats said, we're willing to do anything. So now we get in power and it's going to be, oh, we're going to get this done. And it's not just going to be Trump. It's going to be everybody around him now. You just watch. That's my prediction. And I'm going to be right on this. Not drugs, just Red Bull. Biden team will push that Biden can't debate with a convicted felon. That's a good point, XRQ. That actually might happen. I could see that happening. She was in Sister Act. Can't even pray. This is a funny movie, though. FGB whisper. Stupid equals dumb on purpose. Yeah, it can be. David, they're gone to go after this job. He was definitely conflict of interest, and the appeal will show if he should not have been on this job. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's super conflicted. It's disgusting how corrupt this man is with his $10 million going to his daughter from Obama and Clinton. They're going to be squeezing when JT squeezes tomorrow. DJT? Yeah. I hope you're right. I think it's going to be short attack first, though. I really do. Still think they change out FJB. Newt said the chances went from 1 to 20%. What, tonight? Yeah, but how long has it been since Newt Gingrich was right? I mean, come on, let's be real. He hasn't been right much lately. I don't think they swap him out. And even 20% is only 1 in 5. I just don't. I think they actually feel more confident now that they got Trump on the listen, these people are so dumb. They actually think it's going to cost him votes. They really do. They think it's not going to last long, but they think right now that they just got the narrative back. So, hey, I'll be on in a little bit. Is there an agenda to install martial law after the people get their pitchforks out? We'll see. 2020 is not over yet. That's what it feels like, right? Doesn't it feel like we've been living in 2020 for 5 years? You think it's all set up by Trump? Listen, I would love to believe you're right, Ronnie. I would love to believe you're right. I don't, but listen, if I'm wrong and you get proven right, that'd be awesome. Still think they're going to swipe out Biden. All you guys think that. That's fine. I think I'm going to be the one who's right here. Romdog, why can't SCOTUS step in when they see massive abuse like what happened today? Because you can't. SCOTUS, that's not how SCOTUS works. You have to take it to SCOTUS for them to do it. They don't just jump into stuff. They don't. And because they don't want to be seen as political. Listen, Aaron, going back to you. The thing I keep coming back to, I keep coming back to with the Biden swap out is who will they put in? Michelle doesn't want to run, and for lots of good reasons. Also, I don't think the Obamas can do what they used to do as far as popularity, especially not after this. Everybody hates Newsom, even in California, so they can't run him. Everybody hates Whitmer except for Michigan for some dumb reason. It's like, who are they going to run? They don't have a choice. Kamala, she's a joke. She's worse than Biden when they put her on screen. So it's like, you guys all say that, but it's like, who's the alternative? They don't have one. Yes, Perplexity AI, if Trump will win 2024, it said his supporters will not be put off by his felonies. That's awesome. Any predictions on who Trump picks for VP? Yeah, I think it's going to be J.D. Vance. I do. I just have a gut feeling about it. I could be wrong, though. It could be somebody completely out of left field. Somebody we don't even see coming. And I think that's possible, too. Pendulum will swing back to the right, and Ying will become Yang after 5th November. I hear you. Need Nunes and Jordan to come out and say we're locking up those counterfeit. That would be awesome. Any price prediction on DJT tomorrow? I don't really have a price prediction. I don't usually like doing price predictions because it's so hard. But look, DJT got killed in after hours after the Trump verdict, okay? So the short attack's already begun. Will it last through tomorrow? I can't say. It really had a nice couple days in a row, getting back up to 52 at one point. So my personal thought is they're going to keep this attack on. And so maybe it settles at 47, 46. But, I mean, the opposite could be true also. There could just be so much buying in it that it overwhelms the shorts and it goes up. And say maybe hits 55. That's why I don't want to make a price prediction tomorrow, because I could see it going both ways. You love the idea of DJT still. I love that idea too. I just don't think it's true. Midnight. Biden's getting ready for the debate by Google searching the recipe for Uncle Bosie's ribs. Ew, it's going to do a cook-off. That's disgusting. That's so gross. That's hilarious, man. You don't think we've heard the last of Hillary? Here's the deal, Corey. We have. And you know why? The Democrats don't run their losers again. At least in my lifetime that I know of, every single time a Democrat has lost, they've never brought them back. They're not like Republicans. Republicans will run them back. Democrats don't do that. Once a loser, you're always a loser to the Democrats, especially if it's a presidential loser. So I just don't see them bringing back Hillary. Hillary lost to Trump before he was this powerful. There's no way. You know she wants that, though. Susan, you live in Michigan, hate Whitmer? I just don't understand who doesn't. Northwest, see the pic of Bragg today at the podium who was behind. It was number 2 or 3 guy in DOJ a couple years ago, works for Bragg. That's crazy. Uncle Bosie stuff is hilarious. It really is. They'll run Kennedy? No, it's too late for Kennedy. He can't. If he goes back to the Democrats at this point, he ruins his brand. He's completely built up his brand as being the outsider. They won't let him come into the Democratic Party. Trust me. And you know why? Because, listen, Kennedy's a liberal, but he is a true believer on some stuff. I don't think he's a dishonest man. I think he's an honest liberal for whatever that's worth. But he will go after the health stuff. He'll go after the vaccine stuff. He'll go after the intelligence agencies. They can't let Kennedy in. They definitely won't. So... Love my passion. Thank you, Charlie. Katie with the membership. Thank you, Katie. That was sweet of you. Pizza Rules is now in. Love it. You're welcome, Katie. Thank you. Kevin, what's up? Doug Burgum making the rounds. Pushing for VP. Yeah, I could see that, but he's so boring. I don't think Trump would use him. See, DJT's still going down on 24 hours, so there you go. Tamal, what the Democrats don't understand is they're the one making Trump stronger. That is exactly right. Exactly right. Whitmer's terrible. She didn't fix the roads. I didn't call you a liberal, Jesse. I'd never do that to you. Why do you think I called you a liberal? What did I say that made you think that? You're funny. Listen, guys. This is wild. I mean, let's see what's going on real quick on Twitter. I'm not quite ready to get off yet. So let's see if there's anything new. Any good stuff here. So the Trump donations are going to be nuts tomorrow. I cannot. Oh, I said Kennedy was like, oh, haha. Very funny, Jesse. You know I don't mean you, buddy. I cannot wait to see what the donation is for Trump after this. It's going to be so crazy high. The records are going to be. I saw somebody already. Somebody donated $300K. I saw somebody donate $800K. It's going to be wild. Look at all these people saying they've never donated before. They now donated this person $520. I mean, it's going to be such a crazy blowout. I'm voting for him. I don't even like him. See, that's a lot up there. Everybody loves him, man. He posted something very interesting. Let me see here. Oh my God. Malays with Zuckerberg. Where is, I think Albie posted it. Let me see. Where's Albie? Come on. Won't bring up my boy? I can't find my guy. Anyways, Trump posted an ad. Let me see if this... Oh, yeah, here it is. So Trump posted this.
We'll expel the warmongers. This is the final battle.
With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
Yeah, that doesn't hype you up. I don't know what does. That was awesome. You see Tudor Dixon more than you more Christian Whitmer. Byron Donalds out left field gets two. Listen, I like Byron Donalds. I would love if he was VP. I think he'd be great. Trump donation site crashed multiple times. Wow. Gonna love Trump winning just as much as seeing the shorts finally burn our stock plate. Oh, dude, me too. Maybe even more. Just because the Trump winning is just so much better for everybody, not just me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, the personal side of the shorts, that would be awesome. And for all of our community. But the win of the Trump, I'm telling you, I'm going to be live on election night. And I'm going to be enjoying some good drinks. And I'm either going to be depressed or celebrating. So you guys better be ready for that. That's going to be a fun live. Your campaign will be MAGA fun. Richard reaching out to shareholders. Yeah. Oh, Jesse, I completely agree. If Harvey or Milei, if we could get Trump to do stuff like Milei did, oh my God. Listen, at the Libertarian Convention, Trump told them he's going to abolish the education department. You know how excited I am about that? That's so awesome. I mean, we've been wanting that to go forever. It's worthless. And make public schools in control of the states again. It does be so beautiful. So that he said that already. So I think he's going to go scorched earth. Hit the like. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. I'm only up to 111 likes tonight. What's up, guys? Come on. If you like Donald Trump, like this video. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm putting a challenge out to you guys. If you're on your TV, I know it's a little tougher, but press that little remote button. Go hit that like. You guys can do it. I believe in you. Could be a short squeeze tomorrow. That'd be great. Mark R, what's up? You missed so much, man. Sign up for the Trump Brigade. You're in it, man. If the Dems replace Biden, maybe they could put a. You just want him to pull him out of Canada. Yeah, Byron Donalds is awesome. I love it, Dubois. David, I hear the Dow S&P index did not move forward. Oh yeah, I talked about it. I went live today for about 15 minutes in the middle of the day just to talk about it because it was so wild. So, Darren, you're about an hour late. You're catching the tail end here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here, but finish it up here. So, all right, guys. Hey, I'm going to do. Yeah, you're an hour late. Sorry, Wicked. I'm about to get off, so you guys can go replay. I'll be back on tomorrow. Okay. Well, wait. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. So you get rid of that turd. Midnight with more memberships. Thank you, Midnight. Jeffson, Michael, Robert, Brian, loving it. Finger Future looks good. Great earrings. I agree. Yeah. You'd vote for Trudeau if he's wearing blackface. If he's Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. Is that what you're saying? I love it. That's too funny, man. Hey, guys, so I'm going to share some with you guys. So far, only the members. I've only shared this with you, but I'm getting ready to well, actually, I'm growing this out now. So, but I started a Patreon. All right. And so on my Patreon, I'm going to put this link in right here. So the Patreon's for some different things here. So let me explain it, and then I'm going to take off for tonight. But I'm going to actually do a video on this just so you guys get even more. But I started this because I haven't had the time to do more deep dive stuff. But since I'm talking on a different subject today, I think it's a good time to talk about this. I've already started a financial class on here. And if you're a member, you can go watch the first class on YouTube. I'm also starting a Bible class. I'm going to eventually do a political class. And I'm going to put a ton of deep dive stuff on here that doesn't have to do with stocks. This still will be free on here. I'll still do members lives, all that. But this, I'm going to be actually doing classes. And also by joining, you'll get into a Discord group where you can talk to me anytime you want, ask questions. We can go deep dive on stuff. whatever. It gets you into that. All right. So first class is up. Second class will be up Saturday. Third class Monday. I'm trying to do 2 classes a week. So if you guys want to check that out, go look at it. You can join for free right now, free trial. Check it out. I encourage you, if you like anything I do, go there, because we're going to go deep on a lot of stuff here. All right. We're going to deep dive things, answer questions. And my whole thing is I want to get everybody ready for everything coming. This new economy, how to, invest, make a lot more wealth, succeed better in business, relationships, life, your spiritual side, all of that. All the stuff I've been wanting to do for a long time, it's going to be here. All right. So like I said, my YouTube will not change, but I will be doing more on here. So if you guys want to check that out, I'd love you to go check it out and just see for yourself if it's for you. All right. So anyways, I'll talk about more of that another time. But I wanted to get into that early night. Now, this is my regular night. I've been doing other early, late nights lately. You just got used to it. You liked from both your accounts? Thank you, Jeffrey. That's awesome, man. You need a passport? You don't have a passport, Moody? Hit the love button for me. Thank you, Northwest. I appreciate that. There's a little heart in the chat. Finger recap. Thomas, there's not much to say right now. I mean, Finger just had kind of a, it was attacked today, but it wasn't bad. And then it jumped back up in after hours. So I think the floor on Finger is better. But right now the market is just getting crushed. And so we'll see. I don't know what to think. Until the market breaks, that could break it out. Otherwise, I think Finger's floor is just going to keep climbing up. That's what I think, until we finally break them. Whether it's a deal, whether it's Univest, who knows? But something's going to happen. All right. Trump 24 for the like. All right, Mantan. Have a good night. Yeah. Wishing you health, Thomas. Absolutely. So, all right, guys, I'm going to close out on a little prayer here. And, bless you guys. Please like, subscribe on the way out if you leave. But let's finish on a prayer. I think it's important, especially after today, because our stinking country changed today, for better or worse. I think it's worse right now, but it's turned the script so it can be better down the road. And I really think things are going to get wild. All right, Tim, I'll look at it and we'll talk about it on my next live. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, my passport is a joke. Illegals can get in when you need it. Oh, I got you. That's funny. MAGA star with Tea Party ace. Partly, yeah. Not all the Tea Party got behind Trump though right away. So, but anyways, guys, just let's finish our prayer because we need it today for sure. So, all right. Well, Father God, thank you for today. Even though it was a crazy day, Lord, I just pray protection over Trump and everything you're doing in our country. All the leaders trying to change this country for the better. I just pray for them. I pray for a hedge of protection. I pray wisdom. And I just pray people's eyes continually be open day after day after day. And God, I'm asking God for just one of the biggest landslides we could ever imagine in modern history, so that our country can not just turn around with the people we want in power, but also with the country fully behind it, with a mandate to get us back to where we're at. So I'm praying for justice. I'm praying for an end to corruption. And I'm praying a blessing over everybody here, because the economy is bad. It's going to get worse. And I pray protection on people's finances. I pray wisdom for them to do well in the stock market, in all their other investments, in their work, everything. And God, I just pray that I can be as much a blessing to people as possible. And God, that just this community thrives, and that you, God, just bring justice to America. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. God bless you. Have an awesome night. I might be on tomorrow. We'll see. Not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. But yeah. Anyways, if you're on Patreon, I will definitely see you guys class Saturday. And if not members, I'll see you this weekend. So